Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in today. First off, I want to show you the status of my hair. Guess I should probably fix it, but it has lightened up a lot, and maybe in a couple more weeks I'll be able to do another color, or maybe just keep it blue for a little bit longer. And getting that out of the way, the rest of the video is going to be more about what I have to say regarding the Joann's situation. Some of you know, and some of you may not, that Joann's is closing 500, I believe, of their 800 stores. I may have got that number wrong, I don't know. I will preface this whole video by saying that I do not read the news. I don't watch the news. I just see it on social media, and then I research and draw my own conclusion. So my store here in Colorado Springs is not closing, so I have that benefit that a lot of other people don't. In Pueblo, Colorado, which is about 40 miles south of where I am, they are closing. And it may impact a lot of people in that area. However, I don't think it will, because their store is actually in a mall. And I don't believe that it's that busy, and that's probably why it was chosen to be closed in the first place. I don't think they willy-nilly just shut stores down for any reason. They did the research, they did the work, they put that effort in to find out which stores weren't producing. So that's how the list came about. Now, I do know that there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube about Joann's closing and what other creators have to say about it. And I'll be honest, I haven't watched a single one, not a one. I have friends who have talked to me about it because they know that I have a shop and that I buy from Joann's quite often. And whatever they say is what I hear, and then if I want to make sure that it's right, then I'll go ahead and look it up online. I'll look at Joann's website, I'll look at their news, and kind of confirm or deny whatever it was they were trying to say. So I wanted to make this video based on my own unbiased opinion of what's going on. So in my research of Chapter 11, bankruptcy, I've found that the debtor, and in this case Joann's, is still in possession and has the ability to continue operating its business, which is basically what they're doing. So they're shutting down a whole bunch of stores. And I don't know if you remember this, but I believe it was a year or maybe even 2 ago, they shut down some stores then as well. And I follow a person on YouTube who did a haul of what she had purchased from them and just got massive deals from them. And I feel like this is just something that's going to try and get them out of the hole. It's to me, the reasoning behind closing over half of their stores is to, in my opinion, help try and pay down those debtors, those debts that they have. And with the proceeds from selling the inventory, that should, I think, help a lot. I don't remember how many stores closed the previous time, but this time it's quite a lot. I don't know what they're going to do with all of their inventory. Frankly, I don't care, but I imagine when the store is completely closed that they haven't sold everything. My thought process, if I was a business owner, the things that I know sell in other places, I would probably transfer to other stores that are being more successful. Now, with that being said, that's just my opinion, and maybe the I guess the verbiage in their bankruptcy may not allow them to do that. I have no idea. But that is what I'm hoping they're going to be able to do, is to pay off a lot of their creditors and maybe have the company come back to life. Will they open up those 500 stores or however many are closing? Isn't that terrible? I forgot even already. But, I mean, I don't know that they'll open those back up, but I imagine with their online environment, if they can get someone in there that will run it properly and make sure that the inventory is available before they post it on their website that it is, because that's one of the issues that I experienced, is that they would say they had 200 yards of something in the warehouse, and then I would get a letter saying, uh-oh, we can't fulfill this request. So I believe that that was part of what they had said in the news, was that their inventory levels weren't correct. So if the company itself doesn't come back to life, then there's going to be an issue as far as my purchases for fleece and whatever else I use, because I do rely a lot on Joann's for my shop. But I'll be doing a lot more research. I'll be trying to find wholesale prices wherever I can, but that's not going to stop me from running my business. I have no plans to stop at all, which brings me to my next point. The future of my Etsy shop, it's going to be business as usual, unless there's a problem getting a specific requested item from a custom order. So let's say you wanted butterflies and frogs, and Joann's used to have it. If I can't get it online, or if I can't get it in my local store, we're going to have to make some changes. So either we can have a different fabric choice, or whatever it's going to come to. That's why I call them custom orders, is that you, the customer, decide what fabric you want on the outside of your bed or liner or house. So just to be sure, I'll make sure that I have other resources lined up that I'm going to be able to purchase from, and I will share that in my shop, where you can look if worse comes to worse and Joann's doesn't have anything anymore. Now, the pricing of my items, that will not change, at least for now. If I am forced to purchase something from somewhere else that is double the price that I pay at Joann's, or just an increase in general, then that cost is going to be passed on to my customer. Unfortunately, I can't run a business just being washed out. So if I pay $10 a yard for something, and I factor in that it cost $9 a yard, I'm going to have to increase that price on that item so that I can still make money. Granted, it's not going to be a whole dollar or what have you, because there's a lot of other things that factor into the costs of making an item, not just the materials. So just to keep on the same page, we are not going to raise our prices right now. And just to show you what I already have in stock, I mean, I have a lot of fleece fabric, and I will show you a little clip of the places in my apartment that I store it. And that should give you an idea of, okay, so you're pretty stocked on fleece items, and we've got a lot to choose from. On that note, remember, in my Etsy shop, when you look at an item, I do have a lot of those fleece listed. A lot of them are not. So if you have something in mind that maybe you want to create with, again, let's do the butterflies and frogs. I've never seen those two together, but let's just say, if you were looking for that and I had a yard of it and it would satisfy your order, then we can do that. So if you have something specific in mind, please let me know that that is what you're looking for, and I will check hither and yon in my inventory to see if I have it. So that's all I have to say on the subject. And if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to leave them below. I will go ahead and keep an open mind as far as this Joann's thing goes, because I like to think in the positive. I don't like to be in the negative. I have too much of that in my regular life, and in my business life I don't need it. So tell me what you think in the comments. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any places that you shop, if you're a creator and you buy fleece and fabric and such, let me know. I'd be happy to take on those suggestions and see where we can go from there. So I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.